Introduction to Python Programming. This is Craig here. Course overview. This course is designed for beginners who want to learn Python programming from scratch. No prior programming experience is required. By the end of the course, you will have a solid foundation in Python and be able to write simple programs confidently. Lesson 1. Introduction to Python. What is Python? Python is a popular programming language known for its simplicity and readability. It is used in web development, data science, automation, artificial intelligence, and more. Why learn Python? Python is easy to learn and use, versatile and widely used, there's large community support, and it works on multiple platforms. To install Python, go to python.org, that's python.org, and download it. Alternatively, there is software such as EduBlocks, that's EduBlocks, and you can enter Python into EduBlocks as text and run it. Right, okay, so we're going to install Python. Python. Actually, better type it up here, wouldn't it? Python.org. So, Python. Right, and download, get start download, here we go, latest version, Python 3.13.2. Install that, release date, February the 4th, 2025, second maintenance release, okay, files. Right, well we're using Windows at the moment and we're using Windows 64-bit, so it's easy, we just use a Windows installer. Click on that, Windows installer 64-bit. Most computers these days are going to be 64-bit unless you've got a really old Windows computer. Right, so I've downloaded it, open file, install Python, install now. Right. Should download quite quick. I didn't check my internet speed connection, but it's normally running at about 930 megabits a second, so pretty quick. It's full fibre broadband to the premises, as they say, to the house. Right. Setup was successful. Okay, great. Close. So, Python. Right, now if you go to your start menu and click on it, you should see a recently added program called Python. Click on that and you'll get through to it. Alternatively, search for it by going into the search bar. So this is the Python screen. This is Python 3.13 64-bit, as it says at the top of the screen. Right, I think we're recording. Okay, so we're going to start off with something simple. We're going to print our name on the screen. Well, actually we're not. We're going to print hello world. So at the top there you can see a flashing icon. So we'll type print. Then we're going to put a bracket. Then we're going to put speech marks. Hello world. This is pretty much everyone starts off with hello world. Explanation mark, even another speech mark, and we'll close the brackets. Right, and there you go, it's printed hello world. Simple. So that's what it's doing. We're using the print command, put brackets and speech marks, hello world. Now, if we wanted to do change that, we can go print brackets, speech marks. Craig was here. Craig was here. Here, governor. Right, Craig was here. Put the bracket on, print Craig was here. That should print Craig was here. Craig was here. Marvellous. Right, so there's your first bit of Python using print. So put in brackets, speech marks, and yeah, print brackets, speech marks, whatever your message is, whatever you want to say, and speech marks, close brackets, hit return, and it displays it on the screen. Right, so variables and data types. So Python has different types of data. Those types being a string, an integer, a float, or Boolean logic. Okay, so an example of a string. Imagine there's a woman called Alice. So her name is Alice. Alice is the string. Alice's age is 25. 25 is a whole number. It's known as an integer. So name is Alice. Alice is the string data type. She's 25. That is the integer. Right, now Alice is 5 feet 6 tall, 5 foot 6. That's not a whole number. It's 5 and then 0.6 of a whole number. So it's known as a float. So height 5.6 being a float, which is another type of data in Python. And lastly, Boolean, so logic. And we're asking, or we may ask, is Alice a student? Answer, true. So that's an example of Boolean data. So just to recap, we've got string, which would be a name. We've got integer, which would be an age, rounded up to a whole number. So for example, 25. Height, we've got 5 foot 6, which is a float. It's a number, but it's not a whole one. And we've asked, is Alice a student? Which she is. So under sort of Boolean logic, the answer is true. So string, integer, float, Boolean. Variables and data types. Basic operators. So as you can see on the screen, we have x equals 10. We have y equals 5. Now, to add the two numbers together, we use the sum command. So, as you see on the screen there, sum equals x plus y. Remember, x equals 10 and y equals 5. So what that will do is add the two numbers together. You can see to the right of where it says sum, it says hashtag addition. Now, the hashtag is a comment. It's not a command that's going to be processed by Python. So when you see a hashtag in front of something, it's there to give information to anyone looking at the code. Right, now if we look underneath sum, we've got product. Now product, as the hashtag next to it says, multiplies the numbers, multiplication. So product equals x times y. So that will times 10 by 5, giving us the result 50. So product will give us 50, sum, which is addition, so adding the x value and the y value will give us 15. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. And remember, if there's a hashtag in front of any text, like you see there is a hashtag addition and hashtag multiplication, that just means it's a comment explaining what the code does. Okay, next then, taking a user input. Now if you look at the code at the screen, the variable called name is using the input command. Now the input command, if you look at what we've got there in the brackets and the speech marks, it says enter your name. So what will be printed on the screen is enter your name. So expecting an input under the variable name of name, if that makes any sense. Okay, so you'd input your name, and the code then, the second line, is print hello. And you see it's in speech marks, so it's just going to print hello regardless of what name you put in. But outside the speech marks it says plus name, the name being the name of the variable input. So it's going to print hello plus the variable input of whatever name you've put in plus an exclamation mark. Now the exclamation mark is in speech marks, so again that'll be printed regardless. So let's do the code. Okay, right, so we're going to put the code in, and I mentioned earlier that as well as the python.org you can use EduBlocks, so we're going to do it that way just to show you. So into EduBlocks, start coding. Right, and you can see here Python 3. Click that. Now the default here, it will go into the block mode, well, hence it's called EduBlocks, and it's graphical and you can create programs using code blocks, but we're not going to use that. We're going to go for text only, which is here on the right. Click create, and you've got a screen similar to the one you can get at python.org. So let's put the code in. So name, click on there first, name equals input brackets, speech marks, enter your name, colon. I mean colon, it would without a colon, but let's put it in, close speech marks, close brackets. Right, second line, print brackets, speech marks, hello, comma. Right, where we got here? Plus name. Ooh. What can I type this morning? Right, need more tea. I don't normally drink tea, but it's nice for a change. Name, where have we got to? Name plus speech marks, exclamation mark, where are they? There it is. Exclamation mark, close brackets. Right. Okay. Right, next then, on the right hand side you've got run. So you click that, and you can see here on the right hand box, text output box, and we're running the program. It says enter your name. So I'm going to enter my name. Craig. Hello, Craig. Yeah, hello, computer. Right, so that bit of code works. So if we look back at it, the variable name is name. The variable is called name, and we use the input command, and the bit in brackets, the speech marks, is going to print enter your name on the screen, which we've got over here. Right, and so this bit is the input, and this is printing. So the print command, hello. Now hello's in speech marks, so it's going to print it on the screen, which it's done over there. But then out of the speech marks, you've got plus name. So it's going to print the word hello, plus it's going to print the word name, name being the variable, the input variable. So whatever you've inputted will print, which is done over there. Hello, Craig, and you've got the explanation. Why can't I speak this? explanation. I can never say that word. You know what I mean. Right. So we've got an explanation mark. We could change that for a question mark if you like. And go over here, clear the output. Now when I hit run, enter your name, put my name in again. Hello, Craig, question marks, because I've changed that on the left where I'm pointing with the cursor to a question mark. Let's change it back to a right. Okay, so that's using the input and creating a variable called input. We're entering a name and then printing it. Right, let's look at the next bit then. So the next bit, control flow, conditional statements. So there's a condition. Right, age, being the name of the variable, equals int. Now int is integer. In other words, a whole number. So age equals a whole number. For instance, as I used earlier, the example of Alice, and she was 25. So don't mix it up with float. If we were going to use a precise age, so 25.6, as in, yeah, that would be a float. But we're using a whole number, so age, the variable age, equals integer. Now we've got a bracket then. Input. Okay, so we're expecting to input a number. Then we've got another bracket and the speech marks. Now remember, the speech marks, what's contained within them will print on the screen. So what that top line means, it means that we're expecting an input of a number, of a whole number, such as 25, which was Alice's age. So enter your age. Now if we look at the second line, so conditional statements are the if and the else. So if is a conditional statement. So if age is greater than if age is greater than 18, yeah, sorry, I was just rereading through the code there. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? So we've got the more than. So if age is greater than 18, print you are an adult, because remember it's going to print you are an adult because it's in the speech marks within the brackets. So we're using a print command. So the conditional statement is if. So if the age you've entered is more than 18, print you are an adult. Else, another conditional statement, print you are a minor, meaning someone under 18. So just to recap then, variable is age equals int, which is short for integer, so it's a whole number. We're using the input command, so we're inputting a whole number, and in the brackets enter your age. It's going to print that on the screen. If the age is more than 18, you print you are an adult. Else, print you are a minor. So the two conditional statements here are the if and the else. Right, okay, let's enter the code then. So age equals int, which is the integer whole number, brackets, input, another forward bracket, enter your age. Being in those speech marks, it's going to print it on the screen. Age, close speech marks, got the two brackets. Right, that looks right. Okay, so she knows it. Right, okay, so secondly, if age being the variable, if you look at the first line of the code, age is the integer. So it's going to be a number like 17, 18, 21, 110. It's not going to be 20.6 or 18.9. It's going to be a whole number because it's an integer. So if age equals, right, more than equals 18. That's right, I've got that code right. Equals more than 18. Next line, print. Open speech marks. You are an adult. Those speech marks. Right. Else. So we've got our if statement, which is a conditional statement, and our else. Print. You are a minor. Minor being someone under 18, not a miner that's digging up coal. Right, okay, let's see if this works. Syntax error. Invalid syntax, string line 2. Line 2. Right. Okay, what have I done here? Get rid of that. Equals. Right, clear output. Run. Clear output. Hang on, if age. What have I done here? If age equals 18. Right. Right, I've just checked the code and I've just looked at it and I've realised I missed a colon off. Let's try that. Yeah, if equals up to 18, age, more than, if age equals more than 18, colon, print, you're an adult. Right, let's try that. Clear output, run. Yeah, dear. What am I doing wrong here? Wait a minute. I think that's around the wrong way, isn't it? Let's try that. If age is more than equals 18, you're an adult. That would make sense. So let's try that. No, what am I doing wrong? Age. Think I've realised what the problem is. That shouldn't be a capital. Let's try that. If age equals what? What is wrong? What is wrong? Am I doing something really wrong here? Right. If age is that it? Right, I figured it out. It was this bit. It went if age more than equals 18, colon, but I've got this print line on line 3 where it should still be up there because the it shouldn't have that colon at the end of it. That's what I was doing wrong. I was thinking the code looks right, but it was just because it was like that before down there, so it was ending in colon, but then it was going print, but it was, yeah, it just had that print on its own. That should be like that, right? So okay, right, so if you run it again, enter your age. Now if you put 7 in, you're a minor. Clear output. Let's run it again. Enter your age, 66. Name, print, hang on, let's clear out, start again. I'm not going mad this morning. Enter your age, 56. Name, print is not defined. Right, age equals number, input, enter your age. Do that. If age is more than 18, print you're an adult. Else print you're a minor. So what is wrong with that code? Name, print. Ah, wait a minute. What if clear output, run? What am I doing? There's something wrong here, but what have I done? I've just noticed something. Code. Right, look. Oh, you've probably spotted this. I hadn't spotted it, but I've got a capital there, and I've got lowercase there. Right, let's change that so they match. Clear out. Let's just try this. Enter your age, 77. I'm not 77, but that's just the first. It's easy to type. You're an adult. You're. Oh god. Now what? Right. Print, else print. If age, else print you're a minor. Okay. I'm going mad this morning. Else. Why is else not working? Maybe I've got to shift that down. Try that. Syntax magic. Yeah, right, so that's working. So under 18, you're a minor. Right, Let's clear output and run it again. So that bit is running. 99. You want that. So what that's doing then, age, you're inputting the integer, the number value, entering your age. If the age is less than 18, print. If the age is more, if it, right, so the else bit's working because it's printing you a minor if it's under 18. If age equals you are an adult. 18. Age. Right. You're an adult. Else print you are a minor. So 18 print, if over 18 print you're adult. Else, why is the else? The else bit isn't working, is it? Right, I'm back. Yeah, when you're watching this video, you won't see. I'll turn the video off for a bit. Right, think that should be that. Yeah, looks better. Right, stop. Run that, enter your age, 88 this time. You're an adult, hurrah. Right, try again, run. 5. You're a minor, hooray, it works. Yeah, that's why it's not working. Because I was using capitals and I shouldn't have been. So, I had one of those print commands as a capital, one as a lowercase, and they should have been lowercase, and I had the if and the else uppercase. Yeah. Oh, it's alright. I didn't sleep very well last night, and it's obviously, yeah, it's it's showing. Right, well, we got there in the end. I might leave this in. It's supposed to be a bit of a free training course, this that I was going to put on YouTube. And if you're seeing this, I did, but I thought I'd leave in the mistakes so it doesn't look too perfect. You can, because this hopefully will make you realise it's quite easy to mess the code up, as I've done very well there. So yeah, watch your uppercase, your lowercase, because it's not going to work otherwise. So that is working now, that code, brilliant. Right, show you again. Run. Enter your age. I'm going to be 56. Oh, we read that before. This is something different. 59. Right, now it should say I'm an adult. I'm not actually 59. But let's pretend. You're an adult. Hurrah. Right. Run again. Enter your age. Oh, we're going to be 3 this time. Can't remember being 3. Yeah, anyhow. You're a minor. Right, so that's all working. Brilliant.